very happy to win that one. The message to the team before the game and really all week was that you have to fight for 60 minutes. You have to fight the entire game. Didn't feel like we did that last week. Very disappointed, and it was something that we wanted to be this week, and it didn't turn out for a while like it was going to be a problem because we had 35-7 lead that we actually lost. But one of the things we told them about Ashland was they're never going to quit. They're a team that doesn't quit. You saw how they beat Grand Valley at the end of a game. So you've got to play the entire game, and our guys, I think they understand that now. Not sure they understood that before. So it was a great lesson for our guys to see. You know, Ashland's a great program. Coach Owens does a fantastic job. I knew that it was going to be a battle, even when we were doing really well. I knew it was going to be a battle. So just to come out of the game and win it that way, I think, you know, it's funny. I was talking to one of the coaches. I said, I want to learn a lesson winning, as opposed to learn all these lessons I'm learning losing. This was a big lesson learned on a win.
So your defense intercepted the ball 3 times, one of which ended up a touchdown by Eggleston. How important was this for your team against a strong Ashland offense?
Well, considering they had 600 yards of offense, any offense our defense could give us was a positive. We had almost 500 yards of offense, so this was a 1,100-yard game. It was really exciting, and we knew it was going to be. We didn't know it was going to be like that, but Leon's play, both interceptions were critical.
So walk me through your thoughts and emotions as you went into overtime and double overtime and had that blocked kick that ended up leading to a touchdown by you guys and then a field goal. Walk me through the thought process and the emotions through all of that.
The emotions were just, it was horrible. I mean, it was horrible. I was so disgusted with myself, with us, for going into overtime, because you don't lose a 35-7 lead. That's not acceptable by any means, especially when you're able to run the football. We had 300 yards rushing. You've got to be able to get first downs. So I don't think we controlled the clock very well, and I was very disappointed about that. So when you ask about my mindset, I was very disappointed. But I went over to the defense and told them, hey, we need to go defense first. That's the best way to do this. Are you ready? You know, we just gave up a long touchdown drive, and we're tired, and they jumped up and they said, Coach, we got you. And they did on the extra point.
How are you planning on preparing and kind of keeping this momentum going as you go to Northwood next week?
You know what? When we prepare during the week, when we practice, it's going to be fundamentals. I thought in a lot of ways we weren't great fundamentally this week, so we want to correct those things. It's always about just improving, and Northwood has played well this year, I think, and for us to go win at their place, we have to improve.
Okay, Coach, Jake Amron got the start tonight for you in place at Dakota Cup. How would you assess his performance tonight?
Well, he threw for 3 touchdowns, I think, or 4 touchdowns, I'm not sure. He was pretty accurate, did a pretty good job for us. I was pretty happy.
Okay, what did Ashland change in their game plan in the second half as they made their comeback?
I think more than anything in the second half they became more desperate, and when their quarterback is a pretty special football player, and he made a lot of plays with his feet. He rushed for 200 yards. That's pretty phenomenal because we have pretty good team speed on defense and we couldn't catch him. But I think what happened more than anything else was we stopped moving the football consistently on offense. We didn't have the ball very long in the second half.
Leon Eggleston had a couple interceptions for you, and of course Jeff Weisstat. This is the fourth game in a row that he's had some sort of a turnover, second touchdown of the year. What does it mean to have him not only contributing on defense, but he's also helping get points on the board for you?
You know, when you're fighting good football teams, which every team in this league is, every point helps. So, excuse me, Leon scoring touchdowns, I'm all for it. I think that should be part of our defensive plan. Leon score.
Okay, Coach. Walk me through the range of emotions. I believe it was the first overtime, it was the first overtime where they're lining up for the game-winning field goal. They miss it. You know you're playing another period. What was that feeling like?
Relief. You know, when they're lining up for that field goal, you think it's a gimme. You're afraid that it's a gimme and that you've done something that cost your team a game. And when he missed, it was like, I knew at that point we could go on defense, and I knew from an offensive standpoint what I wanted to call. And I knew what I would call was going to score. I was pretty sure it was going to score. So when we blocked the extra point, it was like, okay, let's go get this touchdown and let's make this extra point and let's get off this field. And that's what we did. We felt really confident in it. It was actually the same play that we had run earlier that Therese had in the end zone, and it was knocked away a little bit. So we threw it a little bit sooner this time and made it.
Okay, Coach. Just like I asked the players out, I'll ask you the same question. Last couple years, a play or two in the other direction, you'd have at least one or two victories against this team. So, what does it mean to finally get one against Ashland?
Oh, it's critical for our guys. You know, you fight so hard, and you don't come up with victories in these tight games like that. It just crushes you. I mean, you begin to doubt yourself. You begin to doubt everything. Winning cures a lot of ill. When you win, it's easier to go out and work hard. And when you work hard, you go out and win. So it's kind of, you know, just keep doing it, keep doing those things. So for us to, you know, we're 3-1 in the conference now, second place in the conference. We need to keep winning because, you know, we've got a good football team.
And your next opportunity to grab a victory is going to be against Northwood next week. This is a team that's looking to build off of what they did against Ferris Day. Obviously, still looking to try to get a victory. What will the team look to focus on for the game next week against Northwood?
You know, we have a 24-hour rule. This is hour one. So we're going to worry about this one for 24 hours. I'm not going to talk to you about Northwood right now.